Today's episode touches every single one of us, whether we plan for it or not, whether we see it coming or get blindsided. Change is one thing that we can't escape. So let's talk about it. Today's topic is embracing change, how to thrive in uncertainty. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Growth Table podcast. This is the place where we serve you nourishing conversations for personal growth, resilience, and becoming your best self in a world that is always shifting. Truly, what is really the nature of change? The basic truth is that change is inevitable. You can't run away from it. It's obviously gonna come. From childhood till adulthood, from jobs to relationships, from personal habits to global events, everything changes. And with changes come uncertainty. What makes change so unsettling is not the change itself, but is actually the unpredictability that comes with it. We tend to lose control, we face the unknown, and we ask ourselves, what now? But here's the shift. What if instead of resisting change, we learned how to ride the wave? What if we saw change not as a disruption, but as an opportunity? Because here's the secret. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. It thrives in transition. It lives in the stretch. And it's only change that gives us that stretch where growth happens. Why do so many people fear change? Why do you and I fear change? Let's be honest. Most of us don't wake up praying that they hope everything changes today, especially when we're actually comfortable where we are. The reason is because we are wired for safety and predictability. Our brains are naturally wired to crave routines. Familiarity feels like security, but when life shifts, when the jobs are lost, relationships end, health take a turn, or the world throws a curveball at us, it can trigger fear, anxiety, and even paralysis. This fear is actually natural. It's your brain trying to protect you, but sometimes the very thing we fear is the gateway to a life that we've been praying for. Fear often masks transformation, and I want you to have that at the back of your mind. What causes or what steps can you take, or how can you have that shifting mindset from fearing change to actually embracing it? To thrive in uncertainty, you actually need to make a mindset shift. And to do this, first you need to see change as a teacher. Ask yourself, what is this session trying to teach me? Instead of asking why me, try asking why now. Second is to let go of rigid expectations. When we hold too tightly to the way things should be, we miss how things could be. Flexibility is actually strength. Focus on what you can actually control and not what you can't. You may not control the storm, but you can control your response to the storm, which might be your attitude, your next step, and all. Remember that thriving is not actually easy. It's not about having everything figured out, but it's about showing up even when you don't even have them figured out. Let's get over to the practical steps that we can take to embrace change. Here are 5 ways you can thrive in seasons of uncertainty. First is to ground yourself in routines that nurture you. Even small anchors like journaling, prayer, or morning walks can actually create stability in chaos. Second is that you surround yourself with growth-minded people. Communities matter. People who speak life into you, people who challenge your thinking and walk with you through change are gold. Ask better questions. Instead of, what if everything goes wrong? Why don't you start asking, what if a new door opens? Let your curiosity replace your fears. Celebrate small wins. In times of change, progress might actually look small, and that is fine. But it's important that you celebrate your consistency and not just the outcomes. Last but not the least, practice radical acceptance. Accept what it is so that you can focus your energy on what can be. Here is the truth. Change is not actually the enemy, it's a companion on your growth journey. The real question is, will you fight it or will you flow with it? Uncertainty will visit, that is for sure. But fear doesn't have to be your response. You can rise, you can adapt, and even thrive when the ground beneath you shifts. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Growth Table. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who is navigating change. And do not forget to leave a review. Tag us on Instagram at the Growth Table Pod, and let's keep the conversation going. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, and share this episode to that friend of yours who might be navigating change. Remember this before we go. Growth happens when you lean in and not when you run away. So until next time, guys, enjoy yourselves and stay growing.